Hello everyone, welcome to another video about basic knowledge of computer programming. Now in previous video when we were talking about the history of computer development, we talked about bits, bytes, machine code. Well, I didn't talk about bits and bytes, but you would hear the word machine code time and time again. So what does machine code mean? How does it look like? Why is it important to answer this question? Well, few weeks ago, inside a Discord channel, I saw that a person came up and asked for a feature on, Minecraft mods, on Fabric mod loader. And the developers told him that, hey, this is not Fabric, this is not how we do it. And the guy used some specific words. He said that at the end, everything is a machine code. Why can't you do that? Well, obviously, he doesn't know how machine code looks like, and obviously he doesn't know what API is, and many more base concepts. And exactly that's why you should learn about these stuff. So you should know how a machine code looks like. You should know what does it mean to have an API and work with an API. We will talk about API in future videos, but in this video, we will specifically talk about machine code and how computer understands a programming language. As you see, we have two pictures on the canvas. The one in the left is how computers address different parts of its memory. I don't know what OPRS or some of these mean. I just know that OP means operation, RT means return, and the rest I have no clue at all. So the one on the right is how computer writes their programs on hard drive, on memory, or how a compiler compiles a high-level language into the machine code. Basically, this is your machine code. Look at that. You have zeros and ones. There is no other number beside the row that is called binary. Actually, binary means either zeros or ones, nothing beyond that. So this is how computer understands programming. It either has no electricity in the circuit or it has an electricity in the circuit. So 0 and 1. And everything we write as a high-level language, one way or another, is being converted to this 0-1 binary code. This is machine code for you. Some zeros, some ones in different sections of memory for operation, for return type, for functions, or for anything else that the machine understands. Can we write a program like this? Definitely no. Can machine understand anything other than this? Definitely no. And that is when compilers and interpreters come in and talk about converting high-level language into this machine code. Okay? Now, there are two words that you should get familiar with because they are important. Bit and byte. These two words are indicating units of 0 and 1 numbers in memory. A bit is a single digit. It's either 0 or 1. So each 0 or 1 you are seeing in this picture is 1 bit. Byte is 8 bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 1 byte. However, in programming languages as a standard, if we want to show a byte with 0 and 1s, we separate 4 by 4 digits because it's easier to read a byte like this: 0, 0, for example, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is 1 byte. But we put a little bit of space in between so that we can read 4 digits at once, and it's just a way of showing a byte that is easier to read. Now, how does different numbers and words and characters that we type being understood by computer? Each one of them contains a number of bits. For example, one of those is byte actually, and as we said, it's 8 bits. We will talk about different data types. One of them that we mentioned before is Boolean. Remember George Boole? Yeah. Boolean is again 1 bit of data. It's either 0 or false, or it's 1 and we call it true. So it's the logical true and false indicated by 0 or 1. So it's 1 bit of data. Understanding how different data types are being reserved in memory is a little bit important, but these days many people neglect it. Because these days you can easily get your hand on hard drives with 8, 10, 12, 20 terabytes of storage units. Now, what those mean? Megabyte, terabyte, or gigabyte. These are units based on bytes. So megabyte, actually we have, let's start with the proper uniting. The first one is kilobyte. Now kilobyte is 1024 byte. Wait a minute. If we remember physics and their lessons from high school, kilo means 10 to the power of 3. So it means 1000. Now why do we use 1024? 1024 is 2 to the power of 10. And that is how we get our hand on 1024. So in computer language, the measurement of kilo is not equivalent of physics or any other standard units, SI language. So we have 1024, not 1000. So that's a kilobyte. Now a megabyte is again 1024 kilobytes. A gigabyte, you guessed it, 1024 megabyte. And terabyte is 1024 gigabytes. So if you want, yes, you can do the math in reverse order and find how many bytes or bits is sitting in a terabyte. Just multiply these 1024s until you get to the byte, and then multiply it by 8, you will get to the bit. That's how much capacity of a storage unit we have these days. We can easily have, 10 terabytes, 16 terabytes. I had seen these hard drives. So we have lots of storage space. And again, we have so much memory storage these days as read-only memory or RAM, because remember, when you would say that my computer has 32 gigabyte of RAM, RAM means read-only memory. So it means a memory that you as a person can't write on it. It's read-only. Well, this is old school. These days, we can easily stream any amount of data into the memory. So it's not read-only anymore. But it means something else. It can't store a data permanently. That's the job of hard drive. Your RAM can keep some data in memory, but the moment you turn off the PC, it's lost. So read-only changed its meaning. It means that it can't write data permanently on hard drive or somewhere else. It's just in memory, okay? Now, when we say we have 32 gigabytes of RAM, again, we are talking about a very huge capacity here. Because remember, each gigabyte is 1024 megabyte. Each megabyte is 1024 kilobyte. Each kilobyte is 1024 byte. And each byte is 8 bits. So doing that math, it's a crazy number. However, this caused an issue. These days, programmers don't pay attention on the amount of memory they are reserving by each data type definition or things like that. And because of that, we can end up with a very big data storage. And you may say, hey, why is it an issue? We will call about an example of an idea that I had seen some people talk about for modding a Minecraft mod that would cause this issue. And well, it was impractical. So before even starting to code that mod, if he knew what he was thinking about, he knew that, hey, I will create a very huge big data storage on hard drive that is impractical for a game like Minecraft. And it would drop the idea of that mod, and he wouldn't waste the time on writing the code right from scratch. So understanding the data types and how much memory these data types are consuming is critical. However, before we go into this topic, we have to cover a few different things before that. And one is that what is a programming language itself? Typing with keyboard. Language. So, what is a programming language? Because if we don't understand this, then how we can talk about different languages, and then if we can't talk about different languages, how should we approach the data types and other stuff? Because data types are a concept that is defined by programming languages. So in next video, we will talk about what is a programming language, and then we will talk about different programming languages that are available out there and why you should choose one of them. And in future videos, we actually talk about why you should learn programming at all. That's a good question that some people ask. Why should I learn it? Why should I care about programming? Why should I learn programming? I'm just a normal user that turns on the computer and watches some movie on the computer. Why should I learn programming? And that's a good question. So we will answer that question and at the same time move forward until you have a very good, solid understanding of the base knowledge so that we can move forward. If you like what I'm saying, please introduce my channel to others and don't forget to subscribe, and you will have videos each day talking about programming, talking about game development, and it can open a new avenue for your future, or at the very least, it can be a very good hobby that you may like it. Have fun, everyone. Bye.